Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News, this show that may or may not be 5 minutes. Today in the news, I'm so hyped for God of War. Yesterday afternoon, Sony held its State of Play, and we got to see some of the upcoming titles, and I know a lot of you were like, I bet Jesse has something to say about Stellar Blade. And I do. I love it. Jiggle physics and all. There is a woman in space firing a big gun, and that is all the context I need. Sure, there were other games like the new Tekken, which is always fun. And we saw some VR stuff like the new VR Star Wars, which is cool, but I swear to God, if they stick 3PO and R2 in any more stuff, they can't be everywhere in the galaxy. We also got a trailer for the PlayStation release of the VR game Demio, which is VR D&D. It's super fun, especially with friends. You should give that one a whirl, I'm telling you. We got a wild look at Pacific Drive, which is a game that I know nothing about, but it looks crazy, and probably a Jesse game. And then finally, here in the West, we get the Yakuza spinoff of some badass samurai action. And speaking of samurai action, Team Ninja even has a samurai game coming, so 2023 is going to be a year of slicing and dicing. It was all around a pretty great State of Play. There was even a moment, for a brief moment, where I cared about Harry Potter, where they were making what I thought was going to be a horror Potter game, but turns out it was just a dungeon for the new Hogwarts Legacy, so okay. But the big news, of course, was the new story trailer for God of War Ragnarok is here. And my God, it is glorious. Someone call Jirard and tell him I'm ready for him to do all the work while I sit there and egg him on to try and do it in the hardest way possible. It just looks so good, and November is here so soon. We're definitely playing it on the channel. In other news, what is going on with 343? Earlier this week, we learned that Bonnie Ross, the head and face of 343 Studios, was leaving the company after 15 years leading it and almost 30 years with them altogether. And now David Berger, who's been with the company for 14 years and with Microsoft for over 20, is leaving as well, according to Windows Central. And I know initial reaction might be from fans thinking it has to do with Halo Infinite. I don't know. Honestly, I have no clue. It seems like all the reasons are personal, but also, you know, you see politicians all the time be like, even though I cheated and was a scummy person, I'm leaving to spend time with my family. You know what I mean? So please note, I'm not saying that Bonnie or David were scummy people. I'm just saying, you know, as an example of what people say is not often what the reality is. But like, what is the reality here? We know Halo Infinite is seen kind of as a mess. And ever since Bungie broke off from Microsoft, fans have been complaining that there hasn't really been a truly phenomenal Halo game, considering it was at one point the best first-person shooter. I have to admit, I haven't really played Halo since I was finishing the fight in 3. I am kind of out of the loop on all this, and it's interesting being so far removed and seeing the reactions and seeing people get really worked up over what they don't like about Infinite. And I'm curious if you think maybe that is the reason. There seems to be a lot of restructuring going on, so I'm not sure, honestly, what any of it truly means. I would love to see in the comments what you think. This could really just be restructuring, and people have been with the company for a long time, and it's time to move on, right? Or it could be that, you know, there haven't been a lot of wins in the Halo category lately. I don't know, but also Halo sells well, so that is a win. Like I said, I don't have a lot of information on my end. I'm very far out of the loop, but I'd love to see what you say in the comments. And speaking of comments, I would love to get your feedback on this whole situation. As you can see, we're trying new stuff. And we got different lighting setups, and we're trying to, look at this. This is professionalism right here. So what do you think, more importantly? And as you can see, we're trying to adjust different things. And I thought yesterday's was a little too orangey greenish. And today, we're trying something new. Let us know what you think. We'll try to nail it. We'll try to make it perfect. And we'll go on from there. Thank you so much for watching. I love doing this with y'all. And I'll see y'all tomorrow for another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News.